Hello guys, it's a beautiful day today. It's probably around -5. Great time to be out. Not too cold. It's a nice sunny day, so I thought I'd grab the dog. We haven't been out together in a while. Thought I'd grab him and head out here. I haven't had him out in a while because I had a scare a little while back. He had a growth on his back, a big lump. And we took him to the vet, and the vet wasn't very helpful. They took it out, cost me $300. They said they'd need another $300 to send it away to find out if it was cancerous or not. And in my mind, I'm not giving Scout chemo pills to have him sick until he dies. So I didn't send it away, and I just watched him. Turns out it didn't grow back. It's been about 2 months now, and everything seems fine. So I got him out with me again. They shaved a big patch on his back too. Probably can't, he won't sit still long enough for me to show you, but everything is well, and I'm thankful for that because I had a scare. If he goes, then I'm pretty bummed out, man. I've got a woods buddy, and he's a good dog. So you can see here is the patch where they shaved. This big square there. And it's growing in now. Like I said, it's been a month or so, a couple months, but you're doing good. Hey, bud, you good? So like I said, I decided to come out here because it was a nice day, and I'd like to shoot 2 YouTube videos for my channel. I'm gonna try to start putting a lot of work into my YouTube channel. I know there's money to be made in it. I do make a little bit of money off YouTube right now, I'm not gonna lie. Less than $200 a month, and that's not much. I'd be lucky if I was able to make enough money off YouTube to just get camera gear and pay for my camping trips. It's not like I'm getting rich off it at all. But I do want to start making it bigger. I want to start making some money off of it. And if I can do that, hell, I ain't ashamed to say so, that's for sure. So we're just gonna have a fire, hang out, shoot a couple videos. This is a new shelter I'm making in the making. I have the framework completely done. It's all on there solid. And I keep a brown tarp over here that I wrap over the top and down for when it's bad weather. But right now, since it's so sunny, I don't even need the top on. I don't have a hat on like you see. It's not that cold out, so we're gonna leave it off for tonight. But I'm sure in the future you'll see it over. I'll probably do an overnighter out here. Yeah, we're off to go get some firewood using my tomahawk today. I brought my little silky saw too, but we'll see if I need to use it or not. I have really depleted this area of good straight grain wood, so I'm gonna walk over a little bit off the trail that way, or off my normal spot that way, and see if I can find some good dry woods. This is a good tree. This is a dead ash. I'm gonna use this for my firewood today. Stop. He cries a lot when I'm about to chop down a tree because he likes to play with sticks. I wish I would have never taught him that in the beginning when he was a puppy. Next dog won't make that mistake. Anyways, this needs to come down safely. So with just a tomahawk, I need to get rid of this, get this down and be safe about it. So these things need to go. Stop. There you go, Scout. Scout, go. Okay, those are gone. You just watch the top. You want to shake it a bunch, see if anything falls. Go. Go on. Now I'm not going to sit here trying to chop this with 2 hands like an axe. It's just ridiculous. I'm going to chop it a little bit on one side, chop it on the other, and push it over. Back. Scott, go on. So I'm cutting this piece of wood up to use as firewood and to use as ground protection from the snow for my fire. So I cut about 3 pieces off the bottom, and then I get to this part where it goes, swoops down and gets all gnarly here. Now, it would make no sense whatsoever for me to cut this here and use this piece to process to split up to try and get fine wood for kindling or starting the fire. Because it's all gnarled and it's not going to split well. There's just not a point to do it. So what I will do is I'll cut here, keep this piece, but not touch it until my fire is well established, and then I can just throw this on for fuel, as opposed to trying to split it down with my tomahawk or my knife when it's all gnarled and everything. So the grain in this twist is going to split all crazy like, if you don't know the way wood works inside, and trying to split it, it won't be straight grain, it might chunk out, and that could be a problem. I cut myself easily before because of the wood chunking out. It's just not fun to do. So we'll cut it there and leave it until the fire is done, or until the fire is ready to accept a big piece of wood. That was real-time saw action time on a piece of 2.5-inch diameter seasoned ash. That's a silky pocket boy saw. Very good saw. Better than the Laplander, in my opinion. It outcuts the Laplander. You might have a different opinion, whatever. But the Laplander is more durable. This thing I've already bent over and had to bend it twice back. I'm surprised I haven't broken it yet. You just have to be careful with these silky saws. They're more aggressive teeth. The blade is thinner, which is a good thing for sliding through the wood, but also not as durable. So I've got the bottom piece of that ash, and I want to split it so that I can use it for a base for my fire, so that the ground doesn't suck the heat out and the snow doesn't put the flame out. So we have this relatively, I don't know, 3-inch diameter piece of ash, relatively hard wood, and normally when you're in the woods you don't really have a stump to sit on like that to split like you would at home. There's a couple different things you can do, batoning with your knife, or a different way of splitting, which is leaning the log diagonally on a sturdy log that you're going to work on top of, and just kind of splitting it that way. Go on, Scout. I just put on either side, and because this is a tomahawk, I'm going to have to use one hand. Well, I don't have to, but I think I'm better with one hand. I got her. And that's it. So we got 2 pieces that we're going to lay down for our base. And then there are times where you can find a log to stand it up on. Or you can do the Ramir's special. Ah! Tomahawk. There we go. See, the tomahawk's a little bit different for splitting because it gets from such a thin profile to this big round part where the handle goes in. But it does the job, as you can see. If you're short on time or not very good at feather sticks, I guess these wouldn't really be called feather sticks, more like shavings, but this is a quick and easy way to do it. This is a round piece of wood, not even split down yet, and I'm just really quickly barely hitting it with the scanty edge, and just makes these nice curls. My buddy Doug showed me this for the first time a while back. And it's just a really good way to make a lot of curls fast. You just have to make sure you have a big enough, whatever you're catching with your curls with, make sure it's big enough to catch them, because when you're doing this, they're kind of flying all over the place. And then, like, maybe these wouldn't be small enough to catch spark by a fire steel, but then you could take your time at the end and do a 2 or 3 minutes of, like, good curls, not even a minute of good curls, and be able to get it off that. I'm just using a lighter today. I forgot my fire steel at home, which is no big deal. Use the lighter so I don't have to get that thin. And if I do feel like this isn't working out very well for me, I can split it down and start working the edges like I would normally do. But I think this is worth enough, good enough to show on a video anyway. So something I normally do but didn't do this time, take my wedding ring off. When you're using an axe, a hatchet, a tomahawk, anything like that, man, it really digs into your hand. And once it's off now, I'm in the woods, I'm scared to lose it. Good idea is to take it off before you come out. Before I attempt to start my fire, I want to make sure that I have everything laid out properly. I know where things are. I'm not running around half-assed trying to get it done while it's going. So everything laid out right here. My platform for my fire, huge deal. My blue foam pad that I'm kneeling on, so I'm not getting my knees wet and sore in the snow and the dirt. And then I have my Bushcraft USA Mest. This is 5x7 nylon tarp. It's for like an emergency or whatever. It takes up no room. I could fit it in the cargo shorts. The cargo pocket of my BDUs. Very, very lightweight, small, but it comes in handy as many different uses. This time today, I used it just as a collection thing for my shavings to put my dry wood on. So I got my shavings, my thin, my thicker, my thickest, my fuels over there. Some still ready to be split. You've seen me do this 1,000 times with a fire steel. Same thing with a lighter, okay? Same exact thing. You want to get the bottom lit, get the flame to come up onto the top, whether that takes lighting it in a couple different spots or turning your bundle over top of itself, upside down, sorry, whatever it takes. I'm also going to use a brace so that my sticks don't smother my my flame. So that's it, just going to light it up. Should take off relatively easy. And like I said, I want it to all catch, not just one spot. So I'm going to put some more shavings on top of the flame that's already going. And there we go, the wind's starting to take it. I can add all my small stuff at once. And then crisscross my larger stuff. So that way it's making like a lattice work almost. And the air and the flames have plenty of places to reach the new wood. And before it gets out of control or before it gets going too much, I'll place the rest of the wood on. That way I'm not scrambling and trying to throw bigger pieces on after this has died down a bit.
She's going good now. I gotta cook up some bacon soon. Getting hungry.
I was out walking around the woods and I came back to my fire dying down. It's another really good use for this foam pad, this blue foam pad. Takes like 2 seconds and you get your fire rip roaring back to life. I'm telling you, these blue foam pads are the jam.
I thought I'd show you quick how I made this thing. So I got a big tripod here, boom, coming down to the ground. And I got a big ridge pole going to that tree. And that ridge pole is tied to the tree. Then I have side log coming down this way, and then the same on the other side, and 2 over there. And then in the middle, we have going across for support on the other side. And then on that side, there's a stick in the middle to keep the tarp out away from to keep it from bowing in. And then this is that stick on this side. I just pushed it over for now. On this side, I decided to make a wall. I tore down my other shelter, so I was able to use a lot of the logs there, so it made for quick work. And some bark on there and stuff. When the tarp is up, it looks pretty cool.
I went to the butcher and got some good bacon this time. I hate that thin stuff. There we go. Should be good. I like to cook my bacon where there's no flame at all. I don't like the way it makes it too salty when the flame hits it. Alright guys, this is all for all you guys who are super worried about me not feeding my dog Scout when I'm out here. As if it's even a concern, but I get so many comments saying that I'm horrible and the worst pet owner in the world because I never feed my dog, which is just not true. He won't eat when we're out here, but you guys know best for sure. This is a marrow bone. This is a raw beef bone, tons of fat, marrow all on the inside. This thing weighs 5 pounds. It's all you, buddy. Here you go. Here you go. Haters going, hey. Scout going, hey.
No, it never fails. You stop moving around, you start getting cold. For an eating, it is -5 or so today. So my bacon's cooking up. Just layer up a bit. You got this Primloft. You've seen me wear a lot. It's durable, man. For how thin it is, it's durable and warm. I like it. It's a good piece of kit. I got it at MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op in Canada, for a cheap price. I'm sure REI has the same thing in the States or similar. Well, these look good and done. Put these here to cool, and they will do so fast on this cold piece of wood.
Oh man, it's perfect. It's like perfectly cooked bacon, real slowly cooked on medium heat, I'd say, smoky. Nice, very, very good. It's worth going to the butcher.
All these little tiny ones can get the fire going with just those. They're super helpful to find stuff like that. That way you don't have to make your own by splitting wood down. And on a dry, brisk winter day like today, there's no moisture in any of it, which is great. So, gotta grab a bunch more of that. Now that's with just sticks. With small sticks, I can get the flame a couple seconds, and that fire has been died out for almost an hour, and it wasn't a big fire to start with either. So the coals were not very big. Just to show you, a little bit of wind really helps things out. So I got just sticks this time. Just walked around and grabbed dead twigs, which I love doing. It's super easy. Love a good twig fire. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time.